Competitive gaming, also known as esports, is a rapidly growing industry around the world, and India is no exception. With more and more players getting into the scene and tournaments being organized regularly, the interest in competitive gaming in India is increasing. However, despite this growing interest, there seems to be a lack of support for competitive play from game developers and publishers, leaving many Indian gamers wondering why popular games are not coming to India for competitive play. In this video, we will explore the reasons behind this lack of support and what the future holds for competitive gaming in India.
Breaking news, which is sporting sector is now coming in. Really recognize esports.
So our reason one is lack of proper infrastructure. Yes guys, this is the right reason for this title. One of the main reasons for the lack of support for competitive gaming in India is the lack of proper infrastructure. Many popular games require high-speed internet and popular hardware, which can be difficult to come by in some parts of the country. Additionally, many game developers and publishers are hesitant to invest in India due to the lack of clear market and regulatory environment. This lack of infrastructure makes it difficult for Indian players to compete on the same level as players in other countries, and make it less attractive for game developers and publishers to invest in the Indian market. And our reason 2 is cultural differences. Yes guys, you heard it right. Another reason for the lack of support for competitive play in India is the cultural differences between India and other countries. Many popular games are developed in the West and are geared toward Western audiences, which can make them less appealing to Indian players. Additionally, the Indian gaming market is still relatively small compared to other countries, which makes it less attractive for game developers and publishers to invest in. These cultural differences make it difficult for Indian players to connect with the game and for game developers and publishers to reach the Indian market. Our reason 3 is lack of government support. The lack of government support for esports is also a major hurdle for the growth of competitive gaming in India. Unlike countries like China and South Korea, where government support has played a major role in the growth of esports, there is no clear policies or regulatory framework for esports in India. This lack of support makes it difficult for esports organizations and players to establish themselves and makes it less attractive for game developers and publishers to invest in the Indian market. Now we are talking about the future holds. What are the future holds? So despite these challenges, there is still hope for the future of competitive gaming in India. With the increasing popularity of esports and the growth of the Indian market, it is likely that more game developers and publishers will start to take notice and invest in the country. Additionally, with the rise of mobile gaming and the increasing availability of high-speed internet and powerful hardware, it is becoming easier for Indian players to access and compete in popular games. Furthermore, as more and more Indian players prove their worth in international tournaments, more and more game developers and publishers will start to take notice and invest in the Indian market. And last conclusion is, while there are certainly challenges facing the growth of competitive gaming in India, there is still hope for the future. With more investment and support from game developers and publishers, a clear policy and regulatory framework for esports, and the continued growth of the Indian gaming market, we can expect to see more popular games coming to India for competitive play in the future. So let's continue to support and grow the Indian gaming industry and make it a major player in the global esports scene. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe and share. I will come in next video. तब तक के लिए टाटा, बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, हैव अ ग्रेट डे.